Operators are the basic building block of any kind of leading programming language. So as a programming language of web, JavaScript is not different from that. In this video, I will be discussing about few most important operators given by JavaScript. So we will be going through assignment operators that will be used to assign some value or literal to a variable, and then comes your type operator. So type operator will be basically inferring the type information out of a specific variable. Then comes your arithmetic operator. As you all are aware about, I will be discussing about the mostly used arithmetic operators like plus, minus, division, modulus, etc, etc in this video. Then comes your comparison operator. So comparison operator will be used to compare between two values and it will output in a boolean value. So that and all I will be discussing. Then comes your logical operators. Logical operator will be used for any kind of decision making in conditionals. So I will be touch basing on that as well. And then finally we will wrap our discussion by having bitwise operator. So without any further delay, let's dive in. JavaScript operators are the symbols that are used to perform a specific operation. So operation can be different types. So it can be a mathematical operation, it can be a logical operation, or any kind of string operation. So just to have an example, you can see we have a simple mathematical expression. I am just putting two numbers for addition. So you can see 5 plus 7 equal to 12. Here 5 and 7 are referred as operands because those are the numbers on which the operation will be carried through, and plus and equal to are the symbols that are responsible for making this operation happen. So plus is a operator and equal to is a operator. So operator are those which will be facilitating the operation, and operands are those on which operation will be carried through. Let us go through few examples to make it more clear. So first we have assignment operators. So assignment, as the name says, the most frequently used assignment operator is your equal to operator. So in basic arithmetic, you will be using equal to for some sort of equality kind of operation, but that is not the case with programming. So when it comes to programming, you will be assigning something. So whatever will be falling in the right side of that operator will be assigned to the left side of that operator. As an example, you can see x equal to y. So here y will be assigned to variable x. Similarly, there are other variations of assignment operator as well. So if you will be going through plus equal to, then that means you will be adding y in x and you will be assigning the same. So previously you were simply assigning y, whatever value was there inside y, that will be simply stored inside x. But in case of x plus equal to y, x will be added with y and the addition result will be stored in x. So you can see it is equal to x plus y. That is equivalent to this one. So this is the shorthand operation of your assignment operator with addition functionality. Similarly, you have for subtraction, you have for multiplication, you have for division, and you have for modulus operator. So modulus operator will be basically giving you the remainder. For example, if I will be dividing 3 by 2, then the remainder will be 1. So 3 modulus 2 will be giving you remainder as a 1. And the last but not the least, this is your exponentiation operator. So what you have to do, x exponentiation equal to y means x raised to the power of y. So let's see practically how it will be applicable to JavaScript. Just for an example, if I will be like to console log a simple expression 5 plus 3, this is a simple expression. So I will come to expression in a later segment, but for the time being, just understand that anything that will be producing a simple value will be referred as a expression. You can see it's outputting 8 in the console. And in similar way, coming to assignment operator, if I will take a variable, for example, var a is a variable, and to that I will be assigning some value 7. So 7 is stored in A. Now if I will try to output A, you can see it's outputting 7. So this is what is assignment operator is all about, and it will be simply storing the value in the right side of that particular operator, and it will be assigning that value in the left side of your operator. That is what assignment operator is all about. Suppose I have a different variable b equal to 5. So I have stored 5 inside b, and I would like to carry out a summation operation. I will be introducing a third variable result, and to that I will be adding a plus b. And if I will try to output this one, then you can see it's outputting 12. Now I have an alternative way to carry out these operations. So for example, I would like to increment res value by a value of 6. So I can be able to do so by using plus equal to operator. In similar way, I can be able to divide them. Already my result is 12, and if I will be dividing that with 6, it will be resulting me 2. You can see in the console output. And similarly, I can have multiplication 7 plus 5 equal to 12 multiplied by 6 will be resulting you 72. You can use conjugate assignment operators to carry out operation in a shorthand manner. So that is how assignment operator is operating in JavaScript. The next operator that we are going to look at is type of operator. So type of operator and instance of operator are two different operators. Those are used to get the type of a specific variable or literal. So let's see how exactly they will be useful to us. Suppose, for example, I would like to get type of a specific variable. So in this case, you can see res is a numeric type. So how can I be able to get the type information corresponding to res? So simply put in type of and give a space. You can see it's outputting number. And in similar way, suppose I have a different variable. So generic var equal to, I will be assigning some numeric number, and I would like to get the type of that specific variable. So I will be console log and type of, then followed by generic var. You can see it's outputting number. So if I will be replacing this with some string, it's outputting string. I can also give null. So null is a primitive type in JavaScript, and the type of null is a object one. This is an exception in JavaScript. You have to remember. So even though null signifies nothing, but still it will be giving you type as object. And you have undefined, okay, and undefined type is undefined. And if you will be assigning any object, then you will be getting type as a object. And for array also, it will output as object. You have the next type as boolean. For example, if I will be assigning true, then you can see it's outputting boolean. So in similar way, you can get the type of any kind of variable in JavaScript. And another operator that will be useful to you when it comes to getting the type is instance of operator. Suppose, for example, I have a constructor function. So where then I will be taking pet, and then I will be, so let me make this as a capital one because I'm making it a constructor function. So it's a general convention that I will be beginning with capital case. So basically it will be Pascal case, and then I will be having the function, and this will be taking a name, and inside I will be initializing this one, this dot name equal to name. Simple as that. If you're not understanding this one, that is completely fine, because I will be having a detailed video how functions will be working and how constructor function will be working. But for now, just understand that this is just a simple function, and with reference to this, I will be creating a variable. Okay, so variable Tommy. So Tommy is my dog, which is a instance of your constructor function pet, and I will be passing in the name. Name is Tommy. So this is a instance of this constructor function. So Tommy is a object built out of constructor function pet. In order to get the type information for this specific Tommy object, I can make use of Tommy instance of pay. What do you think? What would be the output? So if I will console.log, okay, let me close this one. You can see it's outputting true. But if I will try to use type of operator, will it be able to do so? Let's see. Let me get rid of this one, Tommy, and I will try to type of. So it is just a simple object. So type of operator is mostly giving you type information in a generic way. It won't be specific to a particular instance. So if you are thinking of having a type check around what kind of constructor function will be used to give you output, in that case you will be using instance of instead of type of. So this is how you should be using type of and instance of operator. So next we will be moving to arithmetic operators. So arithmetic operators are a set of operators available in JavaScript. Those are meant for doing arithmetic operations. So as you all know, plus, minus, multiplication, power of, division, modulus, plus, minus. So plus is for increment operator and minus is for decrement operator. In order to understand this more clearly, let's flip into our Visual Studio Code and I will show you how exactly they will be used. So for example, I can have a where operation. Okay, so we will be doing a operation and then I will be taking 5 plus 3. 5 plus 3 is using plus operator as part of its operation and it will be adding two numbers. So if I will try to console log the same, then you can see operation, it's outputting 8. In similar way, I can go ahead with minus, so it will be giving subtraction. Then division, it will be giving you output. After doing the division operation, then you can multiply it, it will give you output for multiplication. Then if you will be putting another asterisk symbol, then it will be 5 raised to the power of 3. So that will be outputting 125, which is correct. And if I would like to use increment operator, then for example, I have operation result coming as 125. If I will try to give pre-increment, then you can see it's incrementing that value with 1. But if I will try to increment it after operation, so this is called post increment, it will still output 125. But what will happen if I will try to output this post this line operation? So it's outputting 126. That is what is a post increment. So first it will return the value, after that it will increment the value. That is why you will be getting 125, the same result in previous line number 12, but in the next line, because it has already incremented that value, you will be getting output in the incremented manner. So similar way, you can have pre-decrement operator. So it will be first decrementing your value, then outputting that value. That is why you can be able to see 124 as a output, and you can do post decrement as well. So if I will be doing post decrement, first it will output the result. So output is 125, then after it will decrement the value. So in the next line, you can see it's coming as 124. That is all about arithmetic operators in JavaScript. Next, we have comparison operators in JavaScript. So comparison operators are used to do comparison between two literals or two variables. Double equal to is a comparison operator that will be without any kind of type checking. Triple equal to is checking type as well as your value. So this is a very important interview question you have to remember. So when you will be using double equal to, it might be coercing the value at the right hand side in order to have the value comparison, but when it comes to triple equal to, it won't be doing that one. So I will show a small demo regarding that one, no need to worry. Then not equal to will be checking whether a specific left hand value will be not equal to the right hand. In that case, it will be showing true. And not double equal to, again it will be including type checking. And then greater than, less than, greater than, equal to, less than equal to and ternary operator. In order to understand this more clearly, let's flip into Visual Studio, then I will show how to use them. Okay, now let me console log a small expression, boolean expression. So for example, if I will be taking 5 equal to 5, it should output true. Yes, it is. Now what if I will be converting this to string 5? So it should be outputting false, right? But in this case it won't, because it will be coercing this string 5 into numerical 1. So because of this auto coercion, it won't be outputting false, rather it will output true. Then how can we ensure that if you have different type, then it should not be giving true? So if you will be going for triple equal to, then it will be checking type as well as value. So in that case, you will be getting 5 triple equal to string 5 will be false. So this is how you should be using them. Now for example, if I will go for some other value 7, is 5 triple equal to 7? No, that's very simple. Even double equal to will be also outputting false. But is 5 greater than 7? No. So that is why it is giving as false. Is 5 less than 7? Yes. So that is why you will be getting true. Is 5 less than or equal to 7? No. But is 5 less than or equal to 5? Yes. So that is why you are receiving as true. If I would like to go for not equal to operator, is 5 not equal to 5? Which is false. But if I will go for some other number, it is true. Now the last and very important comparison operator is your ternary operator. Suppose I have a variable day, and to day I will be initializing some string value, for example Monday. Okay, and to this I would like to have some kind of condition. Should go is a boolean condition I am trying to get in. I would check if day equal to Sunday, then I would like to do something. So I should be going ahead with ternary operator, and if day equal to Sunday, then picnic, right? Else office. Now my day is Monday. So if I will try to output this one, console.log, what it will output? So if day equal to Sunday, then I should go for picnic. If day is not Sunday, then I should not go for picnic, rather I will go for office. So because day is Monday, it's outputting office. If I will try to get it for Sunday, it's outputting picnic. So this is how you should be using ternary operator. So a question mark, and before question mark you should be having the expression that you would like to check. So this is the expression that you would like to check, and if this expression is true, it will be outputting the very next expression followed by your question mark, in this case which is picnic, and then followed by your colon, and then followed by your negation statement. And if this won't be true, then you should be outputting this one. So this is how a ternary operator will be working. So that's all about comparison operators in JavaScript. Next we will move to logical operators. So we have three logical operators: and, or, and not. So some of them you have already gone through. I think not is the one that we have already used, but and or I have not showed you. So let's flip to Visual Studio Code in order to show how exactly they are working. So for example, I have a variable is okay. So is okay is a boolean variable. So if I would like to go for AND operator, so AND is a logical operator. You should get true when both of your expressions left to the AND and right to the AND will be true. Other than that, in every case it will be giving you false. So just to cross check, if I will be hard coding true and true, then I will be getting true. So for example, if I will try to console log the same, then you can see it's okay, it's coming as true. Now what if I will go for a practical example? So for example, where x equal to 5 and where y equal to 7. Now I would like to have a expression if x greater than 4, right, which is true, and if y less than 10, then I should be doing this particular some task I should be doing. So is okay is the parameter that I will be rely on when I will be deciding depending on these two conditions. So x greater than 4 and y less than 10, then only I should be doing this one. If any of them will be falsifying, I should not be doing that task. For example, if I will be having this as 11, so this right statement became false. That is why this complete expression became false. So it's false because one of this is not true. If both of the statement in either side will be true, then only and will be outputting as true. But that is not the case with OR. So in case of logical or double pipe operator, any one of these expressions should be true so that you can get true. If any one of them, either x greater than 4 or y less than 10 should be true. So in this case, x is already greater than 4. That is why it's outputting as true. So if I will make this false, for example, x greater than 4, I will falsifying this one. So for example, I will be making it as 3. Now both these expressions are false. That is why it is outputting false. So OR is the complete opposite of your AND. In case of AND, if both expressions in left and right will be true, then only it will be outputting true. But in case of OR, if both the expressions in left and right will be false, then only it will be giving you false. In all other cases, it will be outputting true. So you have to keep that in mind. So that is how your logical operators and OR are working. Now coming to not equal to. So if I will use not equal to 4, so x not equal to 4, then you can see x value is 3. So 3 is not equal to 4. That is why it will be outputting as true, right? Now for example, this complete expression I will be wrapping in a particular parenthesis, and to that I will be negating. So what will happen? So for example, x not equal to 4, so 3 is not equal to 4 is true. Now negation of this one will be your false. So this is false, but still y less than 10 is true. That is why it's outputting as true. In order to make this as false, what I will do, I will wrap this in a pair of parentheses, then put a negation. Then you can see it's outputting false because both the expressions are false now. That is why it's outputting false. So that is how your negation logical operator will be working. So that is how logical operators in JavaScript are working. Next, we have bitwise operators. So bitwise operators are those type of operators, those will be dealing with binary values. So that is not in the scope of this video, so it will be a long video if I will continue with bitwise operator demo. So I will come up with a separate video for this one, but for the time being, just have an eye around what and all bitwise operators we have in JavaScript. We have AND, we have OR, we have NOT, XOR, left shift, right shift, and unsigned right shift. So I will come up with a separate video, in detailed video, to explain how they are working and what they are doing. So stay tuned and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much.